Now I don't want to work whatsoever. Oh, you mother. What can I? And I gotta clean the fucking. Where's the fucking spray camera again? And your towel. I'm streaming. You happy now? Pain in my ass. Why does this not ever work for me? Where's the hole there? Why does that always happen when I do that? I try to refill this fucker and the flame gets lower. Stop! Or I lose the flame altogether. Which video? Oh, that one. It will fit it. Okay, I'm not touching it. Yo. Oh, that's right. There it is. That's right. Malakang bacon. Please work and don't be fucked up on me again. Oh, you're working. Good. So that's another thing I gotta get is a new fucking controller. This one keeps fucking up. Keep having to reset the fucker. Hello. Hello. Oh, no, that's not what I... Fuck. Hold on, I gotta plug in the controller. My controller's dying. Fucking PlayStation controller keeps dying. I gotta fucking get a new one. Whereas I keep having to hit the reset button in the back. You know, the one you have to stick in a pin in the hole with. But I don't want to. Fuck. Oh, it's like I gotta go get the plug. She's over here. Oh, I know. Fuck Xbox controllers. When I had mine for that short time, I hated the fucking thing. Because this is all you have to do with the PlayStation. That thing ate batteries. I couldn't afford to keep up with batteries. Yeah, you can plug in the the Xbox controller and use it, but I prefer it to be wireless. And in order for it to be wireless, you have to have batteries. And it ate batteries. Oh, fuck that shit. That's what I want to do. I wonder how many subscriptions I'm down because when I went through that fucker, I got rid of a lot of subscriptions because I had 601 subscriptions. And the reason I had so many yeah, tell me about it. I didn't know he had a 3-year-old daughter. Okay, the reason I had so many subscriptions on YouTube. Yeah, over 600. Was when I first, started making videos and doing streams on my channel and everything. Was okay, how I got started with YouTube. I had like a couple of videos up on YouTube, random shit, just me singing. I don't know how this dude knew I was a pothead, But this dude that I used to know, and he ended up being a jackass, his name was Jack A420. One day, just out of the blue, sends me a message on YouTube, says, "Hey, hit me up. I can see you're a pothead." I don't know how. The only 2 videos I had on there were like me singing. My gums are hurting. But I can help you get subscribers and shit. And so I used to go to different people's lives on YouTube, and we would do this thing called follow for follow, where if I follow you, you follow me, and so forth and so on. Most of these people who I followed barely put out videos. Or I don't even watch them anymore now. So I just went through the whole list right now and just was like, unsubscribe. I don't know what I'm down to now, but I got rid of a shit ton. Let's see what else we got here. The fuck? Oh. Hold on. I gotta look him up. Where are you? I could probably find it easier now that I don't have that many fucking... there he is. I wanted to send you this from YouTube, but I never got around to it yesterday. But I'm going to play it for you, and you can listen to it. It's one of my favorite comedians. His name is Christopher Titus. And he has this podcast called The Armageddon Update. And the day before he puts out the podcast, he puts out like a mini version of what he's going to talk about in the podcast. Like the podcast is over an hour long. This one is only like 6 minutes or 8 minutes long. And he's very political. And you'll love him. Listen to this. Hold on. Let me make sure the volume's up good enough.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And today, we'd like to define some words. Treason. Treason is the crime of attacking a state authority to which one owes allegiance. This includes acts such as participating in a war against one's native country, attempting to overthrow its government, or attempting to kill its leaders.
Hang Mike Pence! Hang... Yeah.
A person who commits treason is known in law as a traitor, which brings us to our next word. Traitor. Traitor is one who betrays another's trust or is false to an obligation or duty to persons or their country. Also, one who commits treason, like a douchebag. Do impeachment. Next word, kids. Sedition. Sedition is conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or a monarch.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Let's have trial by combat. Bring the infantry and beat it with the blood alone moves the wheels of history. It's kind of old school. Now, with these 3 words, what is the legal punishment for these crimes against America?
Death!
For the new word?
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want
Death! Yeah. these crimes. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death, or shall be imprisoned not for less than 5 years and fined not less than 10 grand. So if you're a traitor to your country, the penalty is death or 10 grand. So if you're going to commit treason, just put your baby toe in the waters of sedition. Be a tiny traitor, like these two assholes. This is Ted Grandpa Munster Cruz and Josh Heil Hitler Hawley, two members of the House Sedition Caucus, who led the Stop the Steal movement on an election that wasn't stolen. These two traitorous twats tried to overthrow a free and fair election, one that Bill Barr the Hut and Brian, you see my guns in my truck, Kemp, said had zero fucking fraud. Zero. Yet these two kept sucking on the taint of President Sweet Potato Hitler like it leaked butterscotch. And they lit the fuse on an explosion that killed 5 people, including a cop. Numerous officers were beaten, stabbed with an American flag, and weirdly enough, one was beaten with a Blue Lives Matter flag. I guess to you crackers, only Blue Lives Matter when they're killing black people. 197 Republicans voted to overthrow a free and fair election. Here's what these same treasonous scum told the left about Hillary Clinton losing the election.
You have people out there calling for recounts that are unsubstantiated based on no evidence. This was a legitimate election, and no one should question the fact that Donald Trump is the president-elect.
Hillary is on her sore loser tour, and now we have her going through recounts. You know what she needs to do? She needs to get over it. She lost. Get out of the way and let Donald Trump be president.
Do you think Democrats are sore losers?
Yeah, I do.
Hypocrites! Hypocrites!
Treason and insurrection when Obie's Orange got his ass handed to him by 7.
Chill. I am chill. Hey, Max. What's up? Yeah, exactly. That's all they are. They're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. They whine, they bitch, they moan. They fucking tried to take over the Capitol, rioted at the Capitol, thought the election was stolen. But when Hillary did the same goddamn shit 4 years ago, they're telling her to let go, like, let it get over it, let it go, you know. They piss me off to no end. I wonder why Max left. I think Max might be a Trump supporter. I don't know. Let's hope not. Oh, yeah. Totally. But this ain't over. Keep listening.
Million votes.
For those who have concerns about the integrity of the elections, those who have concerns about what happened in November.
Is your ambition way out of control? Talk to your doctor about Treasonex. Side effects include whining, losing a book deal, being known as a traitor. Call your doctor about Treasonex.
But let's talk about my fellow countrymen. You know, for years you conservatives had chained yourself to the flag and the Constitution as if you were the only patriots. You chant USA while you're wiping shit on the walls of our democracy's most hallowed halls.
Yeah, did you hear that? While they were rioting, they were wiping shit, literal feces, on the walls of the Capitol.
You aren't patriots. Are you kidding me? You're traitors to your country, to democracy, and to those who died for this country. You commit treason against the flag you say you honor and made your cargo shorts and sleeveless t-shirt out of. By the way, those sleeves are the only place that you don't have guns, bro. You use the Constitution to justify carrying a weapon of war to use against the Constitution that gave you the right to carry a weapon of war, traitor. You raise the flag of a bankrupt reality television hack over the flag that beat the Nazis and saved millions of Jewish lives? The same Jews you buy swag that says 6 million of them slaughtered wasn't quite enough. And to everyone who showed up at the Capitol January 6th and showed your true selves, you should be ashamed. You aren't Americans, you aren't patriots, you're terrorists, treasonous and seditious, and morons. You guys beat a cop with a Blue Lives Matter flag? You filmed yourselves committing federal crimes. You took felony selfies. Then when you got caught, you whined about it.
They pushed me out and they maced me.
And not just snowflakes, but treasonous snowflakes. If you believe in the madness that has taken over our country, I am done with you.
Have you seen that bitch? They pushed me down and they maced me. Did you see the Onion? In her fucking, wrapped up in like a rag in her hand? They didn't mace her. She's wiping an onion in her eyes to make it look like they maced her. My brain hurts watching these people. And the fact that while they were doing this shit, some of them were live streaming it. Some of them took pictures. And can we just say, yeah, it was Antifa. It was Antifa. It wasn't us. It was Antifa. No. Meow. And the pictures and the live streams and shit. Well, like I said, one of those TikToks you're going to see later, why do they believe all this shit? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the orange man says it's so, and so it must be so. But these pictures and these live streams, can we say evidence?
Two-thirds of the House voted to kill democracy. They got hit with some backlash. And then they said,
right now, our focus should be on healing our nation. We should be focused on bringing the nation together.
Have a conscience. Put the people before politics.
Time's expired.
Unify this country.
I understand for some, this call for unity may recall.
oh, we beg for unity. We need to come together. We need to unite. We need to heal. Why do people always want unity with people they fucked over? But okay, you want unity? Here's the deal. When traitors Ted, KKK Cruz, and Stormfront cover model Josh Hawley are ripped from Congress, when the 197 other seditious scrotums are censured, when the thousands of treasonous douchebags that wanted to hang the vice president and kill the leaders of our country, along with the police that were there protecting those leaders, when those seditious bitches are treated the way they treated Officer Sicknick, yeah, he was beaten to death with a fire extinguisher. Remember what the penalty for treason is? Death. Or 10 grand.
Or 10 grand.
When we have accountability, we can have unity. After consequences, we can have reconciliation. After justice for treason and murder and sedition and every one of you traitorous fucks that tried to turn this amazing country into a dictatorship led by the worst piece of rotting human flesh fascist dickhead we have ever put in office, after every one of you was put into jail to pay for your crimes against democracy and the rule of law, after you lost your jobs and friends because you rioted, not because you were standing up for the innocent murdered like George Floyd and Tamir Rice, not because you were standing up for justice or freedom or liberty, but to take it away from us. Unity? Well, as the great Abraham Lincoln said, when it comes to these traitors, I should prefer them immigrating to some country where they make no pretense of loving liberty, to Russia, for instance, where despotism can be taken pure and without the base alloy of hypocrisy. To you traitors, let me explain what Abraham Lincoln meant. If you don't like our democracy, fuck off and leave. Say hi to Putin. We're coming for him next. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Did I just threaten Putin?
Yes, you did. Oh, he speaks the truth. He speaks so much truth. And who's the third person? Who's stalking my ass? Speak now or get the fuck out. Because I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood for fucking stalkers right now. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me turn this. Might have to turn this down.
Oh. Wow. Oh, I will look at the phone. Yes, so there. Yes. Hello? Editor. You hear that, Alexia? They demoted the editor again. I'm sorry. Oh my god, this is more. No, while you were gone, we've been crying at the alert of data.
Hey, Naked Stoners.
Please.
Oh,
Fortunately, it's
you
also-
reminded me, Naked Stoners. I wanted to tell Steph this, and I'll tell you too. Fuck it. I might be getting weed today or tomorrow. More than likely tomorrow, but still, it's weed. Fuck yes. Because, get this. I ran into my old dealer the other day. I was across the street going to, I think it was like to the store or something. And I ran into him. I said, where the hell have you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you since like my birthday last month. And he goes, oh, I was working, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, could you at least let me know you're working or something? You know, don't just not answer me. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, blah, blah, blah. And so I messaged him earlier today and I said, hey, I know I still owe you $20, and the only reason I didn't pay you was because I couldn't get a hold of you. But if you could front me an 80, I'll give you 50 the beginning of the month. He says, well, I'm waiting on something, so later or more than likely tomorrow. And I was like, cool. Because 80s over here are fucking $30. Can't wait to get it, man. And I won't be able to go through it as fast as I did because I'm out of charcoal for the fucking hookah until I get my money next month. So I'll be smoking probably out of my bong, which is cool because it'll last longer. Because I keep forgetting this bowl is big, you know, for the hookah. So I will only use the hookah when I have plenty to smoke. Or I know I'm getting money again pretty soon. One or the other.
Started and properly filed, and it's up to you to figure out what exactly happened after each accident. Don't worry, thanks to the brand new software, we've got your VR headset. It's much more fun than it sounds. What could be more fun than exploring gruesome accidents? Which is what this game is all about. Hi, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome to Accident. Today, we are accident investigators, because who doesn't want that simulator? And that's what we have today. So what we're going to do is we need to put the CD of each case into your laptop, run the software that pops on your screen, and put on the VR headset. From then, you'll be controlling our heroes right from the moment they arrive at the scene. I have no idea how it works. That's always a good sign. By the way, the first scenario is a tutorial. I recommend you start with that one. Okay, sure. You hear that? Editor. Accidents. Virtual. That was a baby. It's a dummy. It could be a baby dummy. I don't know. This CDS CD. That baby SCD. Whoa. Call the ambulance as soon as you can. The sooner they arrive, the more chances the victims have. Oh, they're not dead. Oh, why am I on the scene first? Why am I the first responder? Shouldn't they be the first responder? Why am I probably the insurance Am I crashing? Am I dying? Oh, God, please. Okay, good. Yeah, here, Officer Markiplier on the scene. Call him. Oh, yeah. Hello, 911. 112. What country is that? What country has emergency as 112? Okay, thank you, parent from Peanuts. Call. I thought I did that. Well, aren't you them? Can you give CPR on this dummy? Can I do? Turn on the hat. Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Who am I? I feel like I'm some accident insurance manager, and that's why I was tailing these people and maybe caused the accident myself. I don't know. Why am I looking over here? Put out the fire. How do I get out of the car? Okay. Excuse me. You'll be fine. I'm not a professional, but I'm here to help. Warning sign on the top right is displayed if there's something in need of your immediate action, like a fire. Well, see, no. Oh my God, there's a fire. Good Lord, there's a fire. Okay, sure. Good thing you had an accident in this convenient hangar. Okay. Skadoosh.
I wish I did.
Flash. Flash. From baby. It's not doing nothing. It does nothing. Is it not doing nothing? Is it doing it? There we go. Damn, this cam's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it's getting kind of well made. I was expecting like crapware or something. I have to. What? When helping, always follow these 4 steps. Call for help, secure the area, assess the situation, help the victims. Okay, securing the area. I need to turn off this car. I don't know how you made it out there. Okay, if I'm an investigator, there's clearly something already going poorly. How did both victims who are bleeding get removed from the car, which crashed into apparently nothing, and then ejected both passengers out of the car? Oh, wow. The driver's seat definitely shot through. So this person must have been the driver, got shot out, cut up on the glass, while this one was actually behind the driver, waiting, lurking, ready to strike. With a garrote wire, he ran his hands through the driver's hair, garrote wire around the neck, strangled the driver, causing the driver to lose control, spin out, hit that, then spin out again, ejecting both passengers straight out the front.
Whatever. That's just boring, right? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, to my stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Who was the next people? Okay, never mind.
One of the titans of trivia. Jeopardy's greatest players of all time. Ken Jennings, James Holzhauer, and Brad Rutter. Tonight, they'll be challenged by 3 total strangers who will work as a team against just one of them for big money. The chase is on.
Welcome to the chase. I'm Sarah Haynes. Tonight, 3 amateur trivia fanatics will team up and challenge the professionals, Jeopardy's greatest champions of all time. And if this team can conquer one of these trivia gods, they will also leave here with a lot of money. Let's meet tonight's team. Meet Adam, Beth, and Greg. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This game is played in 3 stages. First, one by one, each contestant plays the cash builder. Then, in order to defend the pot they just won, the team must go head-to-head with the chaser and beat him to the finish line, which will lead us to the exciting final chase where the remaining players unite to take down the chaser. And if they do, they walk away with all the money. Now, team, is there a chaser you're less prepared to see up there?
James, the guy's got ice running through his veins. It's a little scary.
What about you, Beth?
I mean, my preference would be that we just see a cardboard cutout and we take
Okay.
the money and go. However, all these guys are amazing. I think they'll all be formidable.
And what about you, Greg?
I would hate to see Ken, but thinking about it, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So bring him on.
I like that attitude. So, which chaser will you be playing against tonight? Will it be Brad, the buzzsaw rudder, Ken, the Professor Jennings, or James, the high roller Holtauer? It's time to meet the chaser. He shattered the single game record on Jeopardy 16 times. Please welcome James Holtauer. Hi, James. Right out of the gates, we heard you were the one that maybe they didn't want to see. Are you ready to take on this team?
Well, in a particularly foul mood this week. My team seemed to have forgotten how to cover a spread, and I feel like I'm going to take out my frustrations on the next 3 strangers I meet. Hey!
I like the admission that people are working through personal issues on a game show.
Yeah.
You might have been right with that ice cold blood.
Down here.
Okay, Adam, you're up first. Come on over.
I love trivia.
Adam, what do you do?
I'm a behavior analyst. I work in special education. I work mostly with kids, schools, and families, mainly helping out with kids who have behavioral issues.
That's amazing work. Do you do anything for fun to blow the steam off?
I'm a musician. I like playing the drums. I've been working on synthesizers and learning how to do music production. So, got a couple other hobbies.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, you good at trivia?
I like to think so.
Well, we're going to see in a second. It is time to play the cash builder round. You're going to have 1 minute to answer as many questions as possible. The object of this game is to bank as much cash as you can to take it to the final chase. Each correct answer is worth $25,000. So we're going to put
The
1
original
minute
game
on
was
the
only
clock.
worth 5,000.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, your time starts now. In medicine, BMI stands for a person's what?
Body mass index.
The Pritzker Prize recognizes excellence in what field?
Journalism.
Architecture. Which planet in our solar system comes first alphabetically?
Earth.
Correct. What city in India is the hub of the Bollywood film industry?
Kolkata.
Mumbai. What standard unit of measure is based on the weight of a carob seed?
Carrot.
Pass.
Carat. By installing a door in the mid-1600s, builders removed Jesus' feet from what iconic artwork?
Pass.
The Last Supper. Route 66 is a historic roadway whose easternmost point is what major city?
Kansas City.
Chicago. Often used in perfumery, ambergris is a waxy substance secreted by what animal?
Whales.
Whale.
Sperm whale. What 2-word term for an embarrassing error literally means, oh, time's up, Adam. Now, you said whale. The answer was sperm whale, but the judges have decided that whale is an acceptable answer. So that is 3 correct answers and $75,000. But that money is not safe. It's time to face the chaser. Okay, James, what did you think of that?
Now, you say you're a drummer, but if your drummer is anything like your cash builder, you really struggle to get a rhythm going. But I really respect the work you do with special education kids, so I'm glad you're here.
Oh,
Here.
love that. I love that.
Well, the softer side of James.
Okay. Well, Adam, you just earned $75,000. If you outrun the chaser and bank that money, what do you want to do with it?
My wife and I are looking for a house right now, so we'd really love to have some money to put a down payment on a house. We want a little more space because we'd love to be able to foster some dogs. That's one of our passions, and rescuing dogs. So that's what I'd love to do with this money if
Gosh, string dog, I love that. Well, we're going to put $75,000 on the board. Now, in this game, Adam, you and the chaser will secretly lock in your answers to the same multiple choice questions. Adam, every time you're right, you'll move one step closer to banking that money. Every time James is right, he also moves one step down the board. Now, if the chaser catches you before you can bank that money, you will lose everything and will be out of the game. So here's how we do this. You can play for the $75,000 you earned, and that means you're just 5 correct answers away from banking that cash for your team. And you should also know the chaser will be 3 steps behind you. Or you can play it a little safer and start one step closer to banking that money. And if you do, James will offer you.
You like playing at the penny slots? 35 grand.
Is there such a thing as a penny slot?
Have you ever been to Vegas? There's a lot in town. There's something must visit.
I have not. Good call. But that means you only need 4 correct answers.
Welcome back.
And the chaser will be.
I'm watching one of my favorite game shows. They just brought it back, and the way and how they're doing it a little differently is awesome. It was a game show that used to be on Game Show Network, but now it's on ABC. And you'll know why it's on ABC when I tell you how they changed it. It was on Game Show Network. It's called The Chase. And on Game Show Network, the way you play it is there's 3 contestants, and each one goes one by one playing the cash builder round. In the Game Show Network version, you answer questions, and each question is worth $5,000. But this one, each question is worth $25,000. And you answer questions, and the more questions you get right, the more cash you build up. Then after that, you go and play against the chaser, which in the Game Show Network version was a big fat British dude. And this version is the top 3 Jeopardy contestants: Ken Jennings, James something, and another dude. I don't forget the other one. I always forget the other one's names, but those 3 dudes. And what you do is you answer questions, multiple choice questions, and you and the chaser both lock in an answer. And if you get the question right, the money moves down a level and gets closer to you banking that money. But the chaser, and if the chaser gets it right, he moves closer to you. And if he catches up to you, you lose the money, you're gone, and it doesn't get banked into the pot. And when you go up to the chaser will offer you a lower amount than you earned. That'll bring you like one step closer to the bank, or a higher amount than you earn that'll actually get you one step closer to the chaser. And you have to answer more questions to get down to the bottom. And if you bank the money, it gets put in the bank, and who's ever left over at the end plays the final chase against the chaser. And oh my God, I love this game. Just the fact that they're using old Jeopardy contestants like Ken Jennings and shit just makes me so happy. And the first episode I watched earlier today was dedicated to Alex Trebek. May he rest in peace. What are you doing? Why do you do that? Why? I brought her food and water in here because I wanted to make sure she was drinking out of that goddamn fountain. I wanted to see it for myself, and I have seen it for myself. She does drink out of it, thank God. But she scratches around her food like she does in her litter box. And I don't know why.
Four steps away from you, which gives you a little room for pushing. But since the team doesn't even have money yet, you may want to aim higher and take a bigger risk. And if you do that, James, the high roller, will offer you.
Get a nice down payment of $170,000.
Oh. Does he go for 75,000, 35,000, or 170,000?
Right.
What are you thinking?
170,000 is a lot of money. The last thing I want is this guy any closer behind me.
But yeah, but why around her food?
That's a wise decision.
Yeah, go in the middle.
What do you think of that?
Very good advice for everyone out there.
Okay, so you are playing for $75,000. Here we go. The chase
Is on.
Good luck, Adam. Here's your first question. Sweet anise is another name for which of these herbs? Is it fennel, rosemary, or
Fennel.
oregano?
Fennel.
Okay, Adam, you walked in with fennel. Do you cook? Do you know this?
I do.
Okay, so you went with fennel.
Mhm.
Is the correct answer fennel?
Yes.
Yes! Taking that all-important first step down the board. James?
This is not a term I'm familiar with, sweet anise, but I hate anise flavored things with a passion, so I know to avoid anything with anise or fennel. My answer was fennel.
Okay, so James will also be taking one step down the board as well. Next question. The last element on the periodic table, oganesson, is named after a what? Is it mythical creature? Is it a biblical character or a living person?
I'm gonna say a living person.
Okay, Adam, you chose living person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this one?
Nope. Got no idea. I just know a lot of the later elements were discovered later, and so I figured maybe the scientists discovered it.
Okay. Is the correct answer a living person? Yes!
Oh, well, I'm gonna be eating good tonight. I'm making air fryer chicken, fried chicken, air fryer fried chicken, and it's instant mashed potatoes, but it came in my food bag yesterday, and it kind of looked pretty good because it said it's buttery blend, so I'm gonna try that. But I have this huge ass pan of lasagna in my fridge right now because hold on, I need a drink. That lasagna love place, I thought they were fucking sending me a lasagna dinner. You know, maybe like a couple of slices of lasagna, salad on the side, maybe some breadsticks, dessert, and maybe something to drink. So she texts me. She's like, I just dropped it off. You can go downstairs and get it. I go downstairs. There's a huge pan about yay wide and yay deep. I'm like, they just gave me a whole fucking lasagna, which is in my fridge right now. And and it said to heat it up, I have to stick it in the oven and everything, but I thought maybe she made it, just didn't cook it. So I was like, oh fuck, oh, don't tell me that. Now I can't use my oven. But then I opened it up to look at it and it's already cooked. Okay. So I can just cut slices out of it, stick it in the microwave or the air fryer, one or the other. More than likely the microwave. So yeah, I got plenty of lasagna. By the time I'm done with this, I'm going to be like, I don't want to look at lasagna. And Biden just raised the fucking food stamps. So tomorrow, I'm going to be getting more food stamps. I'm not exactly sure how much, but I'm getting something tomorrow on my food stamps. And with that, I go to Family Dollar and pick up some more crap.
You are moving that $75,000 one more step down the board and only 3 correct answers away from banking that cash. James, did you know this one?
It's kind of a new thing they do to name these things. Normally they pick dead scientists, Einsteinium, Curium, but in this case they didn't went after a living person.
They ran out of dead ones?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so James also got that right. We'll be one step behind you. You guys are pacing down this board. And your next question is, according to the Stanford Encyclopedia.
Did he what? Did who what? Biden raised the food stamps, yeah. for everyone. That was one of his first executive actions yesterday. Raised the food stamps by 15%. Yep.
Wikipedia of philosophy. What ancient thinker is widely agreed to have been profoundly ugly? Was it Plato, Socrates, or Aristotle?
See, I love having this man.
Locked in with Socrates.
Fuck the orange douchebag.
When you asked the question, so when I heard the choice, I figured
You're going to look it up.
Yep.
Okay. Was it Socrates who was profoundly ugly? Yay! That gut is serving you well, Adam.
Fine, way to go,
You are moving one more step down the board. James, are you into philosophy?
I am not into philosophy. I think that Socrates was famous for having a shrewish wife, and I thought maybe he couldn't find a wife who wasn't a shrew if he was profoundly ugly, so I went Socrates.
How much time did it take you to get there? You only had 5 seconds. Okay, so James will also be moving one more step down the board. Your next question is, if you were a sailor and got called to the poop deck, which part of the ship should you run towards? Is it the bow, the stern, or the bridge? Adam, did you know this one?
I think they say you gotta swab the poop deck, and so I figured the bridge is where you gotta be swabbing.
Do people say that? You swab the
Have you
poop?
never been on a ship?
Also not on the ship. Not to Vegas, not on the ship. What have I done with my life? Okay. Is the poop deck on the bridge?
Oh, it's the stern.
Okay. So we will not be moving this cash down the board, but we still have some room between you and James. James, did you know where the poop deck was?
The poop deck is located on top of a cabin, and it is on the stern of the ship or the back. My dad is a sailor. He's very proud of me today. That's what's stern.
So this one is for Dad, too. James will be moving one step down the board. Next question. Queen Elizabeth II is recognized as the head of state in which Central American capital? San Jose, Belmopan, or Tegucigalpa?
I like this question.
That's very Jeopardy, right? You take the fact, and then embellish it on either end.
Yeah, it's almost like a Final Jeopardy, yeah.
Okay, Adam, you locked in with Belmopan. So you are 2 correct answers away from banking this cash. Is the correct answer Belmopan?
Yes.
Adam, is that your gut?
Well, the thing is, it depends on your state. In Connecticut, yes. I don't know about Nevada or Nevada. You'd have to check tomorrow or whenever. Just check. Or it just might go up the following month for you. Because I don't know if Nevada does this, but ever since the pandemic started, we get, like, there's a maximum allotment. Like, now that the 15% went up, it's $234, at least for Connecticut. And if you don't automatically get that every month, in the middle of the month, you get the difference. And that's what I'm getting tomorrow. Ooh, new survey. What is it? to 71 cents. Okay.
Back in the game. You are moving that $75,000 one step down the board and only one correct answer from banking that. James, did you know this one?
Only one Central American country is a former British protectorate, and it's Belize, whose capital is Belmopan. My answer was Belmopan.
Okay, so James is still coming down the board with you. This could be the one question, and if you get this correct, $75,000 goes to your team, and you secure your place in the final chase.
All right, let's do this.
Here's your question. Gong Chi Fa Kai Hong Bao Lai is Mandarin for Happy New Year. Give me what traditional gift? Is it a red envelope, a white flower, or a blue marble?
Red envelope.
Okay, Adam, you locked in with red envelope. Are you familiar with Mandarin?
I'm not familiar with Mandarin, but I am familiar with Chinese New Year celebration. I do know they give money in a red envelope.
Oh, okay, well that pays off then. If you are right, you are banking $75,000. Is the correct answer red envelope?
Yes. They banked 75 grand.
James also got that right.
I respect any culture where they say, Happy New Year, now please give me something.
You liked it then? Okay. Also familiar with the Chinese New Year. Next up, James is going all in, but is Beth ready to go face the chaser? We're about to find out. Welcome back to the chase. Now, Adam just banked $75,000. Beth, you're the next one up for your team. Are you ready?
As ready as ever.
Okay, let's play that cash flow.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just going to run downstairs and check the mail really quick. I'm not expecting nothing. I'm just curious. I'll be right back. Hey, get away from the door. I see you there. Nosy. Nosy. I'm back. You could tell I just climbed the stairs. Let me just want to turn this off. Turn off the fan. Oh. Okay, why am I buzzing here. I hate stairs. And I want to light my candle. Pretty. It smells so good. Put this over here. Okay. Going to Wawa.
Now, Beth, what do you do?
I'm a marketing consultant, so basically I send email and make spreadsheets all day.
Sounds like you work at the office. Okay, and I also hear you have the cash builder. All right. We're going to put 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready, Beth?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you got this. Good luck. Your time starts now. Using liquid measurements, how many cups are in a quart?
8.
8. 4. Black actor Austin Krug guest starred as Justin Bieber in a 2016 episode of what TV show? Atlanta. What 80s band famously wore plastic red hats they called energy domes?
TiVo.
Correct. A volcano in Indonesia, Kawah Ijen, spews blue flames caused by oxygen reacting with what?
Phosphorus.
Sulfur. The U.S. Constitution begins with what 3 words?
We the people.
Correct. What pro athlete founded the I Promise Public School in Akron, Ohio?
LeBron James.
Correct. What is the only
LeBron James.
state that has a 2-word capital city?
New Mexico.
Correct. A gurdwara is a place of worship for what religion?
Islam.
Sikhism. What restaurant chain introduced its famous Cheddar Bay biscuits in 1992?
Red Lobster.
Correct.
Love those biscuits.
Time's up. That's 5 correct answers, which earns you $125,000. But what really matters is outrunning the chaser and banking that cash. So you know what that means. It's time to face
Okay.
the chaser. James, that was an impressive run Beth just had.
Can I see your best air guitar move?
Nice.
Well, Beth, tonight your chances of winning will be just like one of your instruments, imaginary.
Oh, you cold, motherfucker. You cold.
Yeah. Do you play trivia a lot?
I do.
And you're good at it? Because that was a pretty impressive round.
I'd like to think I'm good at it,
Okay.
but I'm scared of you.
Are you as good a guesser as Adam?
I hope so. His gut is
Okay,
insane.
that'll be fair, yeah. Well, as you know, you can play for the $125,000 that you earned. Now, if you outrun the chaser and bank that money, what do you want to do with it?
So I'm really into monkeys and other primates. So I have this whole fantasy trip played out going around Africa to see bonobos in the Congo, gorillas in Rwanda, and the only grass-eating monkey, the gelada, in Ethiopia.
She has one dream, and it's to see a monkey eating grass. We've seen monkeys do a lot of things, but never eat grass.
Did you study monkeys?
No, I just love them. I should have studied them, but no, I'm a marketing consultant.
Well, something's got to pay the bills, and it's going to pay a lot of bills. Let's put $125,000 on the board. Now you'll start 3 steps ahead of the chaser on your quest to the bank, or if you want to play it a little safer, the chaser will offer you
Why not see the primates at your local zoo instead? $60,000.
$60,000, or if you're feeling like a high roller,
Go on a luxury safari with $225,000.
oh, $225,000. Are you a gambler in any way?
No.
Oh, just when I was starting to respect you.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to stick with the 125.
125.
Yeah, I would not
Oh, James, when you
pass that up. No, go for the 125. Yeah.
Oh, Oh, so he's played an air guitar as well. I didn't even know that. That was good. Okay, Beth. For $125,000, the chase is on. Good luck. Your first question is: Ralph Macchio has said it's a rare sporting event I go to when I don't hear what 80s song. Is it You're the Best, Eye of the Tiger, or Holding Out for a Hero?
You're the best, because that's from Karate Kid.
You're the Best. Are you a Karate Kid fan?
I like Karate Kid, but I suck at music.
Okay.
So I was like, Eye of the Tiger is from Rocky. Holding Out for a Hero is done by Bonnie Tyler, but I don't know what in. So I
Footloose.
Okay, then maybe I'm right. We'll see.
Okay, so there's a good chance here. Is the correct answer You're the Best? Yes! Maybe you don't suck at music as much. Is that why you play the air guitar?
Actually, yeah. My singing's even worse.
Okay, well, we are taking that all-important first step, moving that $125,000 one step down the board. James, did you know this one?
I have never seen The Karate Kid, but even I know this training montage scene is You're the Best.
Yes. You're a little young for a Karate Kid, I guess.
No, I just tried to sit through the movie and I could not do it.
Okay, so James will be moving one step down the
Snob.
board as well. Here's your next question. Honoring former New York Giants owner Wellington Mara, every official NFL football has what nickname stamped on it? It's not a good sign. Is it the General, the Duke, or the Knight? Beth, you locked in with the Duke.
My husband just told me this because the other thing I suck at, and I'd like to get some better questions soon, is sports.
Oh, okay. So you know this one.
Maybe.
Is your husband right? Is the correct answer the Duke? Okay, we are moving that cash one more step down the board. And James, from your vocal reaction, I'm going to guess you knew this.
The answer was the Duke.
Okay, so James is coming down right behind you, pacing down this board. Your next question. What day of the week did the 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor take place? Was it a Sunday, a Tuesday, or a Friday?
I think it was a Sunday.
Okay, Beth, you locked in with Sunday.
I was trying to use Adam's gun.
Oh, we'll see how that pays off for you. Okay. So, did Pearl Harbor take place on a Sunday? Oh! Adam's got working for the whole team. Okay, you are moving one step down the board and only two correct answers. Two correct answers away from banking that cash for your team. James, you knew this one.
I'm a connoisseur of the films of the greatest director of our time, Michael Bay, so of course I knew it was a Sunday.
Okay. So James is coming down too as well, keeping that chase moving. You're two steps away from banking the cash. Here's your next question. In 1972, what animals did the U.S. send to China in exchange for the pandas Ling Ling and Sing Sing? Was it bison, California condors, or musk oxen?
I'm going to say bison.
Okay, Beth, you locked in with bison.
Condors seem too rare. We wouldn't give them away. Musk oxen, I don't know if they're from here. Bison seems like a very American animal, so that was my guess.
If you get this correctly, you will be one correct answer away from banking this cash. Is the correct answer bison?
Okay.
Wow, so that was a little trick.
So the correct answer is musk oxen. We will not be moving the cash down the board, but you still have a little room with James. James, did you know this one?
I did not know this, and I was trying to reason it out. Pandas are critically endangered, and I went with the animal on there that I thought was most endangered, which was California condor.
Okay, so a different way for each of you to get to the wrong answer. Okay, and your next question is coming up when the chase continues.
Thank God I got Hulu with no ads.
Welcome back to the chase. Beth is just two steps away from banking $125,000, and the chaser is three steps behind her. let's get right back into it. Here's your next question. At a high school science fair, a student who is displaying an arsole is simply exhibiting a type of what? A lizard, a molecule, or a sedimentary rock? Beth, you locked in with a molecule. Do you know what an arsole is?
I definitely met a few arseholes, but this was the guy.
I think it's a lizard.
Okay, is an arsole a molecule? Correct. Woo! We are moving this cash one more step down the board and only one correct answer. One correct answer from banking it.
You got it.
James, are you not familiar with the arsole?
My guy knows all about the arsehole. But I was a little stumped by this one. I said sedimentary rock.
Okay, so James will not be moving a step down the board, and this puts you, Beth, only one step from banking $125,000 and making it to the final chase. Here's your question. At public events, Audre Lorde introduced herself by saying, "I am a Black lesbian mother warrior," what? Poet, goddess, or militant?
I'm saying poet.
Okay, Beth, you locked in with poet. Are you familiar with Audre Lorde?
She is a poet, but she's also a goddess and a militant, so it could have been any of those. So I'm not sure which one she said, but I went with poet.
Okay. So if you got this correct, we are banking this cash, $125,000 for your team. Is the correct answer poet?
Yes. They're up to 200,000 in the bank, and they still got one more person to do the fucking chase.
James, how did you feel about that?
I'm something through my fingers. You know, remember there's no multiple choice in that final chase, but for right now, the team's doing very well in this round.
Okay, we're going to give you another chance to chase. Right now, Greg, you are up. Okay, Greg. You know, I heard a game show has been a dream of yours.
Yes, this is my dream come true standing here right now.
I don't know if you have a stronger category, but like, what kind of questions are you hoping for tonight?
Music?
My preference is pizza. I'm not really a fan of Mexican food, but you do you.
We're actually a police song.
What was it? What song?
Don't stand so close to me.
Aptly relevant right now. So let's just
Yeah, you know.
right over there, Greg.
All right.
Are you ready for this? This is your team's final chance to add cash to the bank.
All right.
Now you know how this works. $25,000 for each correct answer. We're going to put 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck, Greg. Your time starts.
Well, I'm not a fan of Mexican food.
Sriracha is a hot sauce named after a city in what country?
China?
Thailand. What 7-letter word appears on the front of all currently circulating U.S. coins?
Pass.
Liberty. Who was the first female African American to win Wimbledon?
Serena Williams?
Althea Gibson. A hot fashion trend in 2020, the dancing bear symbol is associated with what rock band?
Grateful Dead.
BTS.
Grateful Dead. All children except one grow up is the first sentence of what literary classic?
Peter Pan.
Correct. The zip code 12345 is exclusive to the Schenectady, New York offices of what company?
Pass.
General Electric. In The Mandalorian, the child is a character affectionately known as Baby what?
Yoda.
What activist was the first woman to serve as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation? Oh! Time is up. Greg, you got 2 correct answers, which is $50,000.
Take it. I'll take it.
The only thing between you and banking that cash for your team is that one over there. So let's go meet the chaser. Okay, James, what did you think of that?
Well, Greg, you and I have a lot in common. You dreamed of growing up to be on a game show, and I dreamed of growing up to kick contestants off game shows.
Well, Greg, you earned $50,000. If you outrun the chaser and bank that money, what do you want to do with it?
So I'm 42, which means I am planning my midlife crisis. And
So you want a red Corvette?
actually, no, I want a plane. I want to learn to fly. get my pilot's license, and maybe if we get a high enough offer, get a plane of my own.
That's amazing. Okay.
That'd be a pretty high offer. Yeah, what's the used plane market like?
Well, let's put $50,000 on the board. This is the money you earn, and that's just 5 correct answers to bank that money. If you want to play it safe,
Well, fun.
from the bank, James will offer you.
If your dream is to be a coward on national television, $1,000.
Whoa, $1,000. Okay, that could get a plane ticket. So that will, of course, be a shorter cap to get into the final chase. But because you're the last player on your team to get cash, if you really want to go for it, and the 6 correct answers from banking that cash, the chaser will offer you.
You've waited all your life for this. Go for the glory. $200,000.
And this is a really good offer.
Yeah.
$200,000. But remember, the chaser will only be 2 steps behind you, breathing right down your neck. So this is a tough decision. Those are 3 very different numbers.
I want to put the fan back on. I'm sweating.
Double your team's bank.
And I like the way I put out the candle. I just put the top on it, which is airtight, so no oxygen gets in. And it just goes. Yep. I love that. That is so cool.
Welcome back to the chase. Now, Greg, I know you discussed it with your team. You also mentioned wanting to buy a plane. And I don't know how many of those totals could get there for you, but what are you thinking right now?
Oh boy. You know, James, 3-way parlays pay better than 2-ways. And so to make it a 3-way parlay to go into the final chase, but 400,000, he looks like he's kind of seriously considering.
Yeah.
I am going to try and move and fight to the final chase. I'm going to go for 50.
You're going to go for $50,000. Okay. For $50,000, the chase is on.
Oh, that's better.
First question. Though controversial, when used as an additive, MSG naturally occurs in high levels in which of these foods? Is it coconuts, tomatoes, or coffee beans? Okay, Greg, you went with coconuts.
Yes.
Okay. Is the correct answer coconuts?
Ooh, tomatoes.
Okay. It was tomatoes, so we will not be moving that cash down the board. James, did you know this?
I was really hoping to see a high umami food like miso up there, and between these choices, I was thinking what kind of has that same savory flavor, and I landed on tomatoes.
Okay, so James did get it right, and will be taking 1 step closer to you and 1 step down the board. But here's your chance to get that cash going, Greg.
Yes.
In 2001, what country became the first in the world to legalize same-sex marriage? Was it Sweden, the Netherlands, or Denmark?
I'm saying the Netherlands.
Greg, you locked in with Sweden.
I know it was a European country. I believe it was Sweden. I remember hearing about it back then.
Okay, is it Adam's gut working here, or?
I need that gut now, man. I need that gut to right here.
Is the correct answer Sweden?
I think it's the Netherlands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Greg, we won't be moving you down the board right now, but the important part is whether James will be moving. James, did you know this one?
It was a watershed moment in the gay rights fight for equality, and my answer was the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. So James will be stepping 1 step down this board and 1 question away from taking that $50,000, and unfortunately you out of the game. So we need to make sure we move this.
Sure.
I play along when I watch trivia shows, okay? Fuck yeah.
What's the most revived musical in Broadway history? Is it Porgy and Bess, Cats, or West Side Story?
Well, I'm going to say Cats.
Okay, Greg, are you a Broadway fan?
I am not. However, I do know that West Side Story has been revived a few times.
Okay. How good are you feeling?
Not great.
Okay, then let's get this over with. Is the correct answer West Side Story?
Oh, Porgy and Bess.
Okay.
I had
Greg
no
will
clue.
not be moving the cash down the board, and if James gets this correct, the cash will be gone.
I don't know what James has this.
Yeah.
This seems tough, right?
James, what was your answer?
I know Cats has had the most performances of any of these three, but I'm not a huge Broadway guy. I was thinking about what would be revived the most, and I thought maybe it would be the oldest one, which was Porgy and Bess.
Fuck! Oh, he's out.
You have been caught, Greg. That money is gone, and unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you. But thank you so much for playing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greg. James, to quote another police song, you truly are the king of pain.
Oh, you read that yourself?
No, I did not. Okay, the team is paying $200,000. Will they take it home? It all comes down to the final chase. Welcome back to the chase. Adam and Beth have made it through to the final chase. There's $200,000 in the bank, but that money is not yours yet. Not until you outrun the chaser one more time. Here's how it works. Okay, team, you have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. Then it's the chaser's turn. He'll get 2 minutes to try to answer a different set of questions. If he catches you, you'll leave with nothing. But if he comes up short, you'll split an equal share of that bank. Now, because there are 2 of you who made it to the final chase, you get a 2-step head start. That's 1 step for each of you, which is an advantage over the
I
chaser.
wish. You know what I would do with 200 grand?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
For $200,000, the final chase is on. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock. Good luck.
And the thing is, I wouldn't give a fuck if that I would have to pay taxes on this because I'd still come out ahead.
Australian Open while pregnant.
Venus Williams.
Serena Williams. In 1973, what department store debuted its iconic big brown bag?
JCPenney.
Bloomingdale's.
Ooh.
January is named after what Roman god? With
Okay.
Janus.
Correct. What is the superlative form of the word good?
Best.
Correct. The peen is the round end of what tool?
Hammer.
Hammer.
Correct. What artist was the focus of a scientific study titled Drip Paintings and Fractal Analysis?
Jackson Pollock.
Correct. The tiny air sacs in your lungs are called what?
Vacuoles.
Alveoli. Calvados is apple cider distilled into what type of spirit?
Brandy.
Correct. In 2011, Litecoin and Namecoin emerged as rivals to what cryptocurrency giant?
Bitcoin.
Correct. What U.S. state quarter features a palmetto tree?
Florida.
South Carolina. In the U.S. Navy, officers of 5-star rank hold what title?
Admiral.
More specific?
Rear Admiral.
Fleet Admiral. Mums is a shortened name for what flowers?
Chrysanthemums.
Chrysanthemums. What Roman landmark is also known as the Flavian Amphitheater?
Coliseum.
Correct. What is the name of the 2-part exercise involving a push-up followed by a jump in the air?
Burpee.
Correct. Quicksilver is another name for which element?
Mercury.
Correct. On bottles of sunscreen, SPF stands for what?
Sun protection factor.
Correct. Pertussis is a respiratory infection more commonly known as what?
Whooping cough.
Correct. What is the word for the small, often plastic or metal ends of a shoelace?
Aglet.
Correct. Hawaiian pizza is usually topped with ham and what fruit?
Pineapple, which belongs on pizza.
Only woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Time's up. Wow. You have 13 correct answers plus your 2-step advantage. That puts you 15 steps ahead of the chaser.
They had an okay run at the end.
They did, yeah. They started a little slow, but 15 is not bad.
The team plays pretty well. It feels good.
Yeah.
But then if the chaser has a good day, it's not close.
Right.
James, what did you think?
It's a rocky start by the team, but a strong finish. I think I make myself the favorite here, but you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, well, will that 15-step lead be enough to beat James? The final chase is on. Welcome back to the chase. It all comes down to this. Our team is 15 steps ahead, and there is $200,000 on the line.
Is it 33% easier with two people? No, but it's a bad chance.
Now it's the chaser's turn to try to catch you, and if he does, you will lose it all. But you also have another advantage. Anytime the chaser is incorrect, the clock will stop, and you'll have a chance to answer that same question. Now, if you answer it correctly, the chaser gets pushed back one step. Now, the more pushbacks you get, the better your chance of taking home that money. James, $200,000 is on the line, even for a high roller. That's a lot of money. Are you ready to catch them?
Okay. Enjoy your shit.
The final chase is on. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock. James, your time starts now. With over 1.5 billion users, Gmail has a G that stands for what?
Google.
Correct. What girl's name is also the word for a baby deer?
Fawn.
Correct. At age 6, Barack Obama moved from Hawaii to what Asian nation?
Indonesia.
Correct. What Microsoft Office program was originally named Presenter?
PowerPoint.
Correct. Billions of neurons make up what organ in the human body?
Brain.
Correct. What woodwind instrument is also called a licorice stick?
Clarinet.
Correct. A flavor of LaCroix sparkling water, pamplemousse, is French.
Grapefruit.
Correct. What Harvard professor hosts the PBS series Finding Your Roots?
Gates.
Correct. In the U.S., bats and raccoons are the top carriers of what disease caused by lyssaviruses?
Rabies.
Correct. Since 1869, who has appeared on the front of the $2 bill?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Robin is the nephew of what famous Muppet?
Kermit.
Correct. What architect's son, John, created the classic...
French Lloyd Wright.
Correct. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union demoted what planet?
Pluto.
Correct. What principle of harmonious design means wind and water?
Feng Shui.
Correct. The Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup was the original name of what?
Stanley Cup.
Correct.
Oh, man, he's good.
I am sorry.
Maybe if we'd answered about 15 more, we would have had a chance.
You'll have to say goodbye to the $200,000. Unfortunately, the chase is over. Now, remember, if you're going to lose to someone, losing to the best. You have...
Oh, man, that's heartbreaking. I gotta turn the light and get dark. And I gotta go make dinner. God damn it. Thing is, I don't want to get up. Oh, I tried. That starts in 10 minutes. Oh, I gotta stay on YouTube for 10 minutes. Ah, fuck! I gotta watch that. Oh, shit. YouTube always comes in loud.
The little things, rated R.
This is what happens when you put Mario Maker in the hands of a 3-year-old.
Okay, I'll talk to you later because I gotta get up and make my dinner.
The 7-year-old, by the way, she likes to play courses. She likes to, play all the courses that people make. But the 3-year-old, she's just obsessed.
I gotta go.
Just making
That's the thing.
Courses.
I gotta make dinner.
Impossible. Or I think they are. Let's see. Let's find out if any of these.
So I'll talk to you later.
All right. So this course right here is called Beam Blast 1. Okay. Well, there's not really much I can do here. I'm not going to do this much, but I'm going to actually erase one of those blocks just because I think she made a lot more to this course that we're not seeing. All right, so there we go. Now I can make it through. And just to be clear, I'm not going to do this again because that would defeat the whole purpose.
Talk to you later.
So here we go.